Okay, I feel a little strange doing this. I was even... does seem to be a bit fluent. Don't feel like I look my best today. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just making this quick video because... That's way too close. Because, my phone broke. Yeah, that happens a lot. Normally the screen cracks because I hit it in rage of things and I get frustrated. I haven't done that for a while. Anyway, every time I get it repaired, they don't use like really good glue. Okay, you can't see that because I have to turn this stupid lens, but I don't want to do that. Anyway, they don't use good enough glue, so I'll just have my phone, and then the screen would just start jittering around. So when I went to my girlfriend's, I got some double-sided sticky tape, and that held it in place for like a month or so. And then it just started rattling a bit loose again. I was thinking, well, whatever. Anyway, earlier I went to throw my phone to the bed and it went on the floor, and then the screen kind of, came off. That wasn't exactly a good move to do. I was trying to sort out my internet because it was messing up. Anyway, I'm going to... Whoa. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Cool. Okay. That's an interesting camera glitch. Sorry, not glitch, effect, whatever. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to go to town in Cheltenham to this foreign guy who fixes phones, who, like I just said, doesn't use proper glue. And I'm going to go to him and specifically ask him to use stronger glue. I'm going to say, right, listen, right, every time you fixed my phone in the past, the screen just rattles around, right? Could you please use some stronger glue? And I'm betting you anything he's going to say, yeah, okay, sure. And just not do as I'm asking him to. I bet you anything he's just going to lie and continue using the same glue. And then this is just going to come off again. And because I don't have a camera to record it, I may record myself saying it on an MP3 player, but there's not really much point, is there? So if I make another video, just take my word for it that he lied. Because I bet you anything, I bet you 90% he's going to ignore me and just continue using the same glue. Because that's what some people do. Because when I got this fixed in Trowbridge, I mentioned the glue thing, and they're like, oh yeah, well, you should have come to us a little bit sooner, because I did leave it for about a few weeks, and a few weeks is too late, isn't it? Come back here as soon as possible, it happens again. And it did happen again that very night, and they were like, well, I guess we're going to have to replace it for half price this time, using this stronger glue, and then it worked, and then I broke the screen. I have some problems, I know, but... the iPhone just makes me rage so much. Why do you get a better phone? Why do you just get a Samsung Galaxy? Why don't you just Because I hate those phones too. I hate this one the least. That's the reason I got it. When I went looking for my first smartphone, I had all these specifications in my head, and the iPhone filled about half of them. And I was like, these phones are just Okay, I was going to say unworthy, but then again, who am I to talk? Okay, these phones are just awful. Why are people buying them? Because there's nothing fucking better on the market, that's why. Because there's nothing better, people on the market are like, oh, people are buying them, therefore they're good. No, they're buying them because they don't have any better options. Oh, what would you have in a phone? I really don't remember. At the time, I had loads of ideas, and I just don't remember them right now. Let me try and think. Good touchscreen. This does have a good touchscreen. No autocorrect. iOS 6 has removed autocorrect. You can turn spell check on for the first time ever and have autocorrect off. It was mandatory to have them both on at the same time in the previous iOSs. I want to have a bearable keyboard. Now that's kind of hard to pull off. Number pad. drove me insane. Even though I only used it for like a few months before breaking the phone because it was just that awful. Like, number pad, like, oh yeah, you just press like 6, like 3 times and you get the letter S or whatever. It's like, this is so backwards. I just assumed the iPhone had just been around since like 2002 or I don't know, 2000s, whatever. No, 2007. 2007 is when the iPhone changed the world, the way people see phones. And I was like, really? That late? So, yeah, keypad, keyboard, whatever. I don't know what I want. Touchscreen is awesome, but it's just so flawed. Oh, you go to press the M key. Oh, a teeny bit of moisture from your finger is spread over the P key. And because that moisture is covering it, it thinks you're selecting P. It's like, no! You can't feel the keypad, but could you... But if you had like something like a BlackBerry keyboard, would that be even any better? Especially if you're growing nails? I'm not doing this deliberately. Okay, well, like, video game consoles are the same, really. Like, if you have nails, you can't press the buttons, but... like I'm saying is, having 26 characters for letters, having 10 characters for numbers, and having, like, 13 for symbols, is a lot to fit in a small space, so I don't really know how I'd fix it. I'd probably have it just slide out of the bottom like that, and have... I don't know, like... I think the keyboard pad is a good idea, but... someone needs to think of a new way to do that. There is... Apparently, in the later versions of this phone, because this is an iPhone 3GS. Actually, it's an iPhone 9, because it's not... Yeah, it's transparent. No, I'm joking. It's 3GS. And, yeah. It's, it has a feature... What am I talking about again? Sorry, I just zoned out for a second then. Where you can... It has a feature where you can speak into the microphone, and it recognizes your speech as text. Except... Whenever I say things, half the time it gets it right. But then again, that's the iPhone 3GS's voice control, so I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if it's just outdated technology, but I really don't know. Other things I would improve. File sharing. Just drag files onto it, off of it. It made me think, like... Sorry, it made me thinking, oh, just download an app for that. Really? Well... The apps I used to download, like Download Lite, great names by the way, Power Downloader, whatever the hell, whatever they are, the light versions, which is what I just said, well, they used to give you up to 15 files, and there was one that I used that played GIF images and gave you up to 200 megabytes, and then in their updates, they reduced it to 7 files and reduced it to like, I don't know, 100 megabytes, and so that it couldn't play GIFs anymore. Like, some update. Why do things do that? Like Game Maker 8, you can have a video file play, and then Game Maker, I think it was like 9 or whatever came out after that, to the present day, each version to the present day, it's like, no, you can't have video files, that's for pro version only. You have to pay like 13 or 20 pounds or whatever it is. It's like, that's not an update, you've just removed a cool feature. So, file transferring. For this, if you go to the Apple Store, there is a great big fucking TV like behind you that says, your phone can do this. Did you know you could do this? Did you know that you can make calls? Did you know you can sort calendars and stuff? And one of them says, oh, did you know you can share files to and from, like it's an external storage device, like a USB stick? I was thinking, wow, really? How do you do that? It's like, in the video in the Apple Store, it says, plug in your iPhone into the computer and go to iTunes and go to you do a tick box on the start screen. Sorry, the information for your iPhone screen where it says something like enable storage or something. But either that was an outdated video or I'm not eligible to do it, but every single time I checked, I couldn't get it to load that. It's just the standard screen where it says iPhone 3GS, model number this, serial number this, storage this, you have this much space used out of this much. That screen, yeah, there was no tick box for it. So, I was thinking, oh, maybe they just updated iTunes recently. Went back to the Apple Store because my phone was having some defects or something, I don't know, and, well, it was still playing. So, I think they need to sort out their videos that they play in the store because it's a bit false. Anyway, good file sharing. Just stuff files into there, take them off, and have it support a lot of documents straight away. Like, I want to put like a Word document in there and read it in its original format. Not have it say, oh, you can't open this on this because it's not compatible. I know it's Apple and Windows competitors, so they're not going to have a legitimate app for this. Or do they? They kind of do, but it's you have to download an app and stupid stuff. I know, first world problems, such a hassle. Okay. Also, I want it to support Flash. That's a huge feature. I mean, there's not much point if you don't have a mouse and keyboard, is there? Because a lot of Flash applications require the mouse. Another thing I'd like is multi-touch. That really drove me nuts for this. It's like only one point of contact. Well, hang on a second. No, wait, this does do multi-touch. What am I saying? Well, sometimes it doesn't. Like when you're typing on the keyboard, if you go to two keys at the same time, it just draws a line between them. But other times it lets you do that for scaling pictures up and smaller and stuff. But what was the problem I was just describing again? Oh, no, it's a different problem. I want it to be so you can touch it with like a pen or something. Like if you're drawing on the screen, just get out a stylus, be like, oh yes, just drawing some pixel art. Instead of just, oh, let me just use my finger, this huge, great big inaccurate blob of flesh to do something. And I've got that really dirty. That really annoys me. Because, like, what if you're wearing gloves? What if you don't have a proper hand? What if your hand got cut off and you have a synthetic hand and like it's not working? You fuck the eye. Fuck this. Like, if you can't do that, like, you can get a pen. I know you can use a banana. I know, but really, just I don't know why they went for this approach. The heat sensitive one, because if the screen gets too hot, then it starts fucking up. I suppose if you're using like the method where you use any object to touch it, like plastic or whatever, the screen has to be flexible so that it can pinpoint, and it only has one point of contact. But there are ways around this. Like, there is another method that can be used, but the industry doesn't seem to be using it. I mean, I don't like where you can have it so you touch it with, like, I don't know, a plastic pen and have multi-touch. But I guess it's just not cheap enough. I don't know. It shouldn't be too hard. What else will that improve? I guess the connection cable could just be a standard digital cable, upload files and stuff. Oh, backing up for iPhone and restoring from a backup is a pain in the ass. But if any people are watching this, they've probably already heard this before. There's no point ranting. This is just so well known. that backing up is awful and stuff, so I don't have much to say about that. It's just security, I think. That's the reason it takes so long, because it's like, oh, this person could be uploading anything to the phone, even jailbreaking it. Well, jailbreaking is legal. It's been legal for the last, I don't know, year and a half, whatever. Although it does mess up your phone and breaks your warranty, but, fun stuff. And I'm not doing that again, because it actually did break my phone. It's kind of annoying. Other things. Oh, yes. The thing that drove me nuts when I first got this was, in fact, it's drove me nuts a lot, is file sharing. Do you know how powerless you feel when you're holding a device in your hand that's supposed to be the latest technology, cutting edge? Oh, of course, this is like, what, 4 years old? I don't know how old the 3GS is. But you have a piece of technology in your hand, and you're like, oh, can you send that to my iPod? Okay, no, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. And you get some apps, and it's like, no, it requires Wi-Fi to connect them together. Really? Like, you have, like, this, and the iPod, the amazing iPod, and they're next to each other. It's like, nope, you need a box to connect this to this. Bullshit. I'll just use the Bluetooth feature. 2 problems with that. 1, the Bluetooth doesn't work. 2, the Bluetooth, something I was reading online, for Apple products is very limited, because I don't really know what Bluetooth is. I'm not used to it, but I've never gotten it to work. It turns out the reason is, on Apple devices, Bluetooth is being cut down so that it only works with select devices, like headsets. I don't really know what Bluetooth is probably used for, but I know headsets is one thing that will work with this. Wireless headsets. But that's it. Seriously, just there needs to be some sort of communication thing where 2 devices, like 2 DSs, can transmit data together. For iPhones or this phone I'm talking about, where they could just be like, beep beep, oh, I've got this amazing text file, let me just send it to you. Straight to the other device. No middleman, as it's called. Just straight to that. Like the Wii U is essentially supposed to be able to do. That'd be so convenient. It's like, oh, I've got this amazing video I want to share with you. Oh, you don't have an internet connection. You don't have Wi-Fi. Sorry, I can't send it to you. That's such a shame. This can do so fucking much, but it can't do that. Okay, anything else? Not so much as the phone's fault, but phone companies. Signal quality is terrible. Like, most of the time, I have signal, but there is still trying to think of the right word. A large proportion of the time, it's large enough as it is, where I don't have signal. Like, I'm constantly having to, like, well, not constantly having to, but when I can't find signal, because I literally rely on Wi-Fi, but if I can't find signal, I'll just go outside. Where I am, at my parents' house, I'll go outside. At my foster parents' house, I'll just hold it up to my window. At this house, I'm mostly fine, but sometimes I have to go outside into the garden or outside the front door. At uni, I had to literally leave the building and go around the car park area just to get some fucking signal. It's so stupid. But I'm not sure if it's the phone's fault. Like, is its antenna not powerful enough? Or is it just that I'm not being reached by one of those tower things? I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here, because I've made my point. Phones could be so much better. Tomorrow, going to get this fixed. I'm going to tell the guy to give me better glue, or to glue it on better, using stronger glue, since the glue he's using just isn't working. And I bet anything he's going to say, oh yeah, I did it, but he's actually going to lie to me and just use the same glue, and it's just going to come off again. So okay, rant over. Bye.